Hello, beauties. I wanted to hop on really quick. Um, I'm going to get to the point to where we will be able to do some live readings, but unfortunately, right now I'm in the country and I need to get a repeater so that I don't lose internet service. And for right now, when I go down to the basement where I have my room set up and like to record, I cannot get internet without any interruptions or it being slow. So I know that we won't be able to communicate back and forth the way that we want to. Um, Also, not the techiest person. Don't really have a lot of editing tools and such. So until I learn how to maneuver and kind of like edit to be able to reverse the camera and all that good stuff, we kind of gotta like rig it to get what we can get while we can. So this reading I've already shuffled and already laid the cards out, and I'm gonna tell you why. I thought this reading was for myself. um I was doing it just for myself, just to kind of like see where I'm at along in my journey. So for myself, I like to take a picture of my cards, just in case I get interrupted and someone kind of interrupts the flow of spirit. I can look at the cards and reconnect later, even after I have to put them away. So I started to do that. And then sometimes when I do that, I want to write about it. I want to journal about it, and put in detail what's going on in my life in reference to the card. So I got my book and I started to do that. But while I was doing that, I realized this reading really just isn't for me, because when I got to pulling the cards and feeling an energy that wasn't just my story, I realized that this is something that I need to share. So I'm going to try to twist the camera around. Forgive me if it's not perfect, but I do want you to see the cards so that you can connect and feel them as well. So let's see. You know what? That is not going to work for us. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to hold the cards up. And let's see if we can make something happen there. Oh, and let me also say, I used 3 different decks. There's no right or wrong way when you're doing a reading. Spirit is going to tell the story regardless of what tools you use. So I mixed it up. I used my original Hanson Roberts tarot deck. And then I also used my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And the third deck that I used was the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I love those cards. I love anything archangels. So the funny thing about it is, I mixed these decks, and it, no matter what, it still told the same story, right? So the first card that I got was the Judgment card. And when you look at that Judgment card, what do you see? The Judgment card represents transformation. It represents a fresh start, forgiving and forgetting, letting go of the past, removing all of the negative things from your mind that could stop you from moving forward with your new beginning, with your fresh start. A start of a new career, start of for me, I felt this with my career. I've had a career change. Spirit told me to look into my retirement and start looking at my finances a lot more closer, that I was working backwards rather than creating the strong foundation that I thought I was building. It was a setback. If I stayed in that career, I was never going to get ahead. So it was time for me to branch out and just walk by faith. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I need to be delivering messages. I need to be helping those that need a little guidance. So I started with this. And so as I related to this card, I'm thinking, okay, I do have a fresh start. There has been some triggers that have been coming up to remind me of those that have hurt me. And when it's time for a transformation and it's time to start again, you have to let that go. You know, this is all about starting fresh. So we're yelling to those that have hurt us, and we're saying, you know, I forgive you. I'm forgetting about this, and I'm moving forward. The next card that came out was the throat chakra. Are you just gonna forgive and forget and not voice your opinion? No. You're gonna set some strong, healthy boundaries. It's okay to forgive. It's okay to forget that pain. Doesn't mean that you've forgot that memory. What it is that we're transforming. We learned from that. We learned from that. We're stronger from it. So never just close your mouth and act like, you know, what you have to say doesn't matter, because if you have something valid to say, you have something valid to say. So we want to keep in mind that we need to keep that throat chakra balanced. We need to say what needs to be said, but we need to come from a loving place. Always come from a loving place. Don't block your blessings, block your manifesting by trying to be ugly. Yes, maybe justified, but there's always a right and wrong way to say it. So let's make sure that we keep those throat chakras balanced. Good way to keep that throat chakra balanced is by humming, singing, chanting, and just speaking your honest truth. So keep in mind, for me, I felt my career right. And along with my career, one of the things that Spirit is moving me to do is to share my journey. So that's why the throat chakra card came up for me, because I need to open my mouth. I need to share. I need to speak my truth. So that fits for me, right? And I know somebody else is going through that. But where do we forget? What do we forget? We forget to prioritize. So this card is simply saying, you have a lot going on and you are on the right path, but it's time to sit down and make that plan and prioritize and focus on what is most important and what needs to get done first. We all have a lot on our plate, right? It happens. We're parents, we're friends, we're wives, we're everything. But we still have to prioritize. What should come first? What is the most important thing that we need to do when it comes to that business, when it comes to your career? Let's prioritize. I know what that means for me. Because I'm all over the place. And it is what it is. I'm a travel agent. I'm an artist. You know, I'm a spiritual healer. I'm also a deliverer. I do it all. I do it all. I need to prioritize. What's most important to me? Right now, what's most important to me is being of service. I've been so blessed, and I have gotten so much that it is time to give back. So for me, it's service. So I know that I really need to prioritize, and I need to put more time into my channel. So Consistency is what I need to work on. Discipline is what I need to work on. So I'm aware of that. Spirits let me know I need to do that. Best way to prioritize is to kind of meditate. Let's see, what should come first. Let's make this make sense. So that was in my career, but Spirit's like, we're gonna touch on this love life just a little bit. I'm not the most romantic type of person, just not. But I do got some romance going on in my life. Yes, Fiona has some romance going on. And so this Two of Cups came up for me. And what do they call this? The Netflix and chill, the Cuddy Buddy season or whatever. So yeah, this message is for someone else out there today. And if you look at that card, how does that card make you feel? I know how this card makes me feel. Like, this card makes me feel immense love. I'm staring at this couple, through the camera, and they look so in love. They look deeply connected. Like, this is on that soulmate level. And for me, I've been questioning, like, wow, kind of too good to be true. Kind of triggers me, challenges me to be my best version of me. Is it a soulmate connection? And so, yeah, I've gotten a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities. And I know someone else out there has too. But yeah, this is a soulmate connection. This is that yin and yang, that completion, that best friend meets lover. And how you feel when you look at that card? Intense passion. Okay, I ain't gonna tell y'all too much of my business, but yeah, you feel that card. It's some romance going on. So yeah, he is feeling you. Yeah, you've been questioning, is he the one? What should I? You better listen to Spirit. This card also symbolizes a deep connection, going into a new phase of the relationship. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a brand new relationship. This is something that's already kind of been in the works, and yeah, I want to spend some time with this. I think that this could be something special. It is something special. I'm not a hopeless romantic or anything like that, but Spirit has showed me so many synchronicities. I'm done questioning it. I'm letting go of the negative thinking, because that's what this card is trying to tell you to do. Like, let go of all of that, because this couple is deeply committed and only focused on each other. So yes, it's real. It is real. But what I love about these cards, yep, it was backed up by triumphant success. This triumphant success card is another indication of new beginnings, of exciting challenges, and it's focusing on utilizing your strength, making sure that you keep that willpower and that you're determined to put into that loving relationship. So it's saying this relationship is meant to be. This relationship is a success. Why? Because it's a soulmate connection. So then last, for my relationship column, we got the relationship harmony. This card says, we angels are opening up the hearts of everyone involved in the arguments, and conflicts are being resolved now. I pull a card for myself all the time. I will say that me and Boo had an explosive argument, and anytime you have an argument, for me anyways, being a Gemini, I overthink and I start to question, are we meant to be? Is this a red flag? Is this a warning? Should I back out now? I go through all of that. But I could kind of tell, like, it blew over a little too smoothly. Like, it wasn't me, so you could tell, I could tell that there was another force at hand. So, yeah, I'm going to give Archangel Rigul credit where credit is due, because I could feel love and peace and harmony being washed over us and the entire situation, that, like, we could not stay mad at each other. And in fact, it made our bond so much more stronger. So, yeah, I'm feeling that. So if you have been questioning your relationship and wondering if this is the one, if this is worth really investing in, should you continue to move forward and invest? Yeah. Pay attention to the signs. I know that you are possibly even seeing repeated numbers. That's what I notice a lot. The angels are always talking to me in numbers. And I'm just, when you see those numbers, look them up. Google them. And you'll make that connection. You'll know when the angels are leading you. You will know when your spirit is trying to guide you. My spirit has really been trying to guide me to look inward, which is why I received this Hermit card. I love this Hermit card because when you look at that Hermit card, you see that long staff that he's using, to help himself walk, and he's carrying that lantern of all this wisdom. This is somebody that's gone through so much. Don't we all go through challenges? Those challenges make us stronger. Those challenges make us wiser. That's why we go through them, right? Okay, so we go through those things because we are being asked a question. What's that question? What did you learn from that lesson? That's what did you learn from the lesson? Because when you really think about it and you go within, this is a time for meditation. The Hermit is saying that it's time to meditate. And then this card is being backed up with spiritual strength. It's telling you to go within. You already have all of the answers, all of the knowledge within yourself. It's a reason why we've had these struggles. It's a reason why things didn't always seem to go your way, yet it all worked out in the long run. It's time to go within. I kind of find it hard to escape and just get into a deep meditative state. I have constant interruptions all the time, which is why I have to take pictures of my cards. They just kind of burst in on me and start talking. If my family is excited about something, they're going to cut me off. So my messages kind of get cut, but I can reconnect with them later and really feel what Spirit needs me to feel. But sometimes it's in bits and pieces, and Spirit's saying we're not getting enough time together. You need to go within. I need to go within myself. So you need to go within yourself. Don't call a friend and ask for advice. No. Don't ask anybody shit. Sit by yourself. Doesn't mean that everything has to just be clear. Just sit and focus on that one area or those specific areas that you need clarity in. Sit in that solitude and meditate. Sometimes our meditation has to be in the car while we're driving somewhere when we're all alone. Sometimes that meditation has to be in the shower. In the shower, that's my place, because I'm gonna say 5 out of 10 times I may or may not be interrupted there. So that is my space. And in my spiritual realm, they're saying, go within, have the hermit, right? Have the spiritual strength, right? Guess what it's followed up by? Archangel Michael. This is my favorite archangel. I have so much love and appreciation for this archangel. I love them all. I am like angel crazy. But this is the archangel that is with me the most. And when I ask for a sign to know that he is there, boy, does he warm up a space. I'm telling you, he is a badass. So when I get fearful or those negative thoughts get to coming in, he's like, boom, remember, you are safe. You have nothing to fear. Like, I am blocking you from any and everything that is trying to get in the way of your path. Like, just know that my attack is flawless. No one is entering this shield. And I feel that. I feel that. So that wraps up the reading. That wraps it up. So I mean, it's a good reading. You know, it's a positive movement on the career, with the job, love, soulmate connection, deeper spiritual understanding, growth and ascension. I mean, it's an awesome reading. It's amazing. So I hope that this reading does something for somebody out there. And if you ever need anything, no, I'm not gonna say anything. Let me take that back. If you want to know what Spirit has to say to you and you would like a reading from me, let's put it that way. Because I do not entertain people that ask questions like, is my man cheating on me? I just don't do questions like that. And I'm going to say real quick why I don't do readings like that. You already have the gift of intuition. That gut feeling that you feel has already told you the answer to that. I don't need to get in the middle of anyone's drama for you to know that. Because it's going to be one of two things. Either you're 100% right, that person is cheating, or you are being triggered and you have some healing that you have not dealt with yet. And there is a difference. So if you know that he's a cheater, you don't need to pull me in. If you know that you've been jumping from relationship to relationship and you have not healed old wounds, do not ask me that, because I want to help people get on their spiritual path to grow. I want to help you get through what you're going through now so that you can get on your path or stay on your path. That's what I'm here to help with. So anything dramatic, I can't help with that. How about this? I'm not going to say I can't. I won't help with that. But anything else, I'm here for you. I want us to all grow and ascend to our highest, best self. I'm just going to leave this reading here for right now. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Remember, you are beautiful, loved, and blessed. Later.